It's been said that when we humans smell chocolate cake, we smell, well, chocolate cake.
Cake.
But when a dog smells chocolate cake, they smell eggs, milk, and cocoa. Researchers believe that a dog's nose is 1,000 times more sensitive than ours.
Safety, safety, safety is the word for the day.
There's a group of dedicated volunteers right here in our area that's harnessing that amazing sense of smell and putting it to good use. Search and rescue teams in Virginia provide a valuable service to the community and to law enforcement. When someone goes missing, whether it be a child who wandered off or an elderly person whose confusion has them headed deep into the woods, these teams are ready to help at a moment's notice.
We are the youngest team in Virginia. Since 1986, they've worked at trying to get a canine team in Southwest Virginia. My husband and I were the first two to certify last year, and the only team south of Harrisonburg.
On a recent weekend in Roanoke, Virginia's newest SAR team, Black Diamond Search and Rescue Council, trained with blue and gray search and rescue dogs from the Shenandoah Valley.
Dogs don't generalize very well, so what you try to do is you try to expose them to as many different situations as possible to get them out of their comfort zone, to get the handlers out of their comfort zone as well.
To make sure the dog and handler teams are ready for any conceivable situation, they train in a variety of places and under different conditions. During this 2-day training session, the team set up several scenarios in a cavernous, abandoned factory with no electricity, which means an unfamiliar place with no light.
But the source is right there, up in that ceiling.
I mean, walking in the dark through an empty building can be very spooky, and it can really mess with your mind. So it's a matter of getting everybody comfortable in strange situations so that you can deal with the stress and not have it affect you or how the dog works.
Each of these talented dogs are trained for a single purpose. Some of them have the job of finding missing people. And those are called live find dogs. The ideal dog for this job is one who is focused on a task and is motivated by rewards.
It's just like anyone, they need a paycheck. They have to have something in their life, and when we're screening for any kind of SAR dog, the reward system is probably one of the most important aspects. We want a dog who, if she thinks she has an opportunity to get food out of this pouch, she will do handstands.
While some dogs work for food, others are motivated by their favorite toy. So when a dog like Cora finds what she's been looking for, it's time for a game of tug with her handler. It's the ultimate bonus pay. Many of these dogs are trained to find the remains of people after rescue is no longer possible. Cadaver dogs are often called to duty in times of disaster, whether it be man-made or natural.
It is bad enough to lose someone you loved, a family member, but twist into that you don't know what happened to them. You don't find their body. You can't have a proper burial. The finality of saying the goodbye and moving on with your life.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, dog teams from our area headed to the Gulf Coast to help families reach that finality.
And we searched the Ninth Ward for about 4 days and found 5 different areas that there were remains.
After an experience like that, you might think that these dogs become sad or depressed, but remember, they're trained on a reward system. Just look at Deacon's excitement when he finds the human scent he's been searching for.
This dog is not looking at any of this as a dead person or a part of a dead person. He looks, this is what I'm trying to find, and I'm going to get a reward.
They don't have a concept of death. You know, what we're doing is we're teaching them to find a scent, and they get a reward for that scent. It doesn't matter whether it's live or dead. It's the scent they've been trained for, and then they get their toy. And that's all that scent means to them.
Before these dog and handler teams get to the point where they can go on searches, they must first work together tirelessly and pass a stringent certification test. For those who commit to the journey of becoming a search and rescue dog handler, they must understand up front the dedication and expense.
You are such a good boy. Oh, you're so good. We don't buttercoat it. We say, all right, are you ready to give up your life to handling a dog? Because it's a way of life. handling a dog is a way of life and not just a hobby.
I generally train scent work about 3 to 4 nights a week. I usually do endurance work or agility work another 1 or 2 nights a week.
Some people may have a nice boat, and that is as well expensive, and they enjoy it. For us that are dog lovers, we enjoy putting our money into helping the dogs perform and helping community, which I think is it's a win-win-win all the way around.
There's a lot of stuff I could be doing on Saturdays if I weren't training, but I love it.
So after seeing these search and rescue dogs in action, and you're feeling a little bit guilty about you and your dog snuggling comfortably on the couch, remember this.
You don't have to have a working dog to enjoy your dog that way. There's all kinds of things that you can do to train them. You can actually participate in agility, but even if you don't want to go to a formal participation class, you can just teach your dog how to retrieve something at home or do a trick, how to do the hokey pokey, whatever, and just let your dog shine.